Hello, everybody, and thank you very much for the kind invitation to be here. It is difficult following the basketball demonstration, but it's even more difficult following our last speaker who welcomed us from the Stade de France. I think when I found out this is the actual location of the event, I thought about the power of place. And for us in this room, and for others who will see this or learn about it later, I think the fact that we're having this event here is very important. Site of a tragedy, but the site of so many triumphs. So many triumphs. My thanks to the City of Paris for continuing to have this, and my thanks truly to all of you for coming today. I think it's very important. Now, in this case, the power of place, I think, enables us to have a discussion of the power of sports. And I want you to think about that. Sport is all about competition, fair play, individual achievement, team achievement, country achievement. But I really want to challenge us today to think about the bigger role of sport. The reestablishment of the modern Olympics, in my view, changed the world. So when the Olympics came back, for me, it's hard to imagine the formation of the United Nations had the Olympics not have been reformed. And here we're in the middle of COP21, which is a United Nations activity. Through sport, I believe peace has been made possible. That's a pretty bold idea. Through sport, human rights advances have been made possible. Through sport, countries and regions have come together to change themselves, okay, because of sport. So now is the time to take sports from the individual achievement, the team achievement, the country achievement, to world impact. Now's the time to take sport into planetary impact. And sustainability is the gold trophy, the gold medal of that activity. And I believe we're right at the cusp of making that kind of breakthrough. So let me explain further. Let me give you a little bit about Dow, my company. We're a material science company, a science company, an engineering company that's focused on feeding the world, housing the world, packaging food for the world, cleaning water for the world, but doing all of that, all focused ever more so on more sustainable solutions. That's what we do. We've been at the sustainability and sustainable business effort at Dow for decades, literally, and we're working to get better all the time. From 95 to 2005, we had our 2005 goals. 2005 to 2015, ending at the end of this December, our 2015 goals, and then our recently announced 2025 goals. So we have 20 years of experience of having breakthrough goals, metrics, and public reporting. We've been at this a long time. Now, our new goals, Dow 2025 goals, are very ambitious, and they place us and our science and technology and our people right at the heart of dealing with issues like the incorporation of nature into business, circular economy. You know, we're a very large materials company. How do you close those loops? And at the very heart of it, innovation. We're an innovation company. But our three sets of goals have a bigger set of themes. The first set of goals were about footprint, the second set of goals, handprint, and the third set of goals, blueprint. So footprint is something you're trying to reduce. You're trying to reduce your footprint on the planet or on the people of the planet. For handprint, this is trying to do more good, more good with the products you sell. And for blueprint, this is about collaborating to really change the world through partnership with others. Sports today writ large has the same opportunity as Dow. At a minimum, in our big sporting programs and events, we should be reducing footprint. And I think there is an effort to do that. But beyond that, we need to improve our handprint, so the good that we're achieving through the activities of our venues as well as the sports themselves, our athletes. And then third, collaborating to show a new path forward for planetary sustainability. We need to take risks to do this, but we've got to do it together. And Dow Chemical is right here with you, wanting to be that partner. Dow is the official chemistry company of the Olympic Games and is a worldwide Olympic partner. But our efforts with sports go way beyond Olympics, but I did want to note that. We're bringing our science and technology and our expertise directly to major sporting events and venues, including the Olympic Games. And our sustainable solutions were used at Vancouver as an initial work that we did with the Olympics. We helped reduce the footprint of the London Games very directly. And then at Sochi, we really helped make that a a truly low carbon event as the carbon partner for Sochi, and improved the handprint of the Sochi Games with a variety of offerings. And then for Rio, and you'll hear more about this later from a colleague of mine and Dr. Tanya Braga, at Rio we're collaborating on a whole range and series of projects to reduce the carbon footprint of the Rio Games as low as possible, and at the same time deliver positive benefits to the region and country. And in so doing that, work together to begin to define a blueprint. Okay, so again, blueprint, where new collaborations are being created across sports, across different sectors, NGO, government, government at all levels, to really have a lasting, positive, systemic change, not just in the Rio Games, but beyond, in the community. So, at the end of the day, this is the huge opportunity that we all have in Paris. And I think the fact it's Paris is very important. In this year, the UN Sustainable Development Goals have been announced. They're incredibly important. So we now have the Sustainable Development Goals, 17 areas, and I believe we'll have a strong COP21 agreement that comes out. So two very major agreements across countries that give us in sports, the collaboration of sports, it gives us targets and guideposts for where we can make an impact. But it's really up to us, everybody here in the room, others that care about this, to work together, to collaborate, to deliver a blueprint for sustainable sports. We can do it. We can make that happen. Our sports collaborations must become showcases and prototypes for sustainable infrastructure, sustainable mobility, sustainable housing, health, and food. And we can do that. And these need to become prototypes that can impact all projects. I know we're primarily interested in sports here, but if we do this right and our blueprint is sufficiently robust, this becomes a prototype for all kinds of urban and other projects. So we have this incredible opportunity to reshape the planet together, reshape it towards sustainability. Now's the time. Thank you very much for being here. It's going to be an exciting afternoon. Thank you.